Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of
Box Breaks with Bruce.
Today we're opening up a box of 2009-2010 ITG 1972, the year in hockey. Now anyone who knows me knows I love my In the Game and Leaf products. There's just something about them. They always pack a lot more excellence into their box than an average Upper Deck box. That's my opinion. If you disagree, I respect that. However, my personal experience says this. We've done a box of this before on the channel. I've broken many boxes of this in the past when it was a new product. Managed to find a loose box of it at a hobby shop here, so I was quite happy with it. Each box contains, I believe, 3 autographs and 1 memorabilia card, as well as the potential for some inserts. I'm excited for this break. I love ITG. Let's get ready for box breaking. Alright, I am excited to see what is within. Nice old school type of design, just something cool about that. And of course the packs are also the old style in appearance. If I pick out the memorabilia, like usual, of course I will leave it to the very end. Alright, so, simple pack to a simple time. Can't tell. We'll base it on this. Alright. Okay, so we have Michel Place base. There's of course also blank backs. Joey Johnston, Walt Tkachuk. See the nice inspired old school design about it. Rick Martin. Have the point. Of course, this is September 1972. Each of these decoy cards says a little story about 1972 in hockey, but yeah, I use them for shipping regardless. Larry Plow, Bobby Hull, Golden Jet, Vladimir Petrov, and Jim McLeod. That's a nice product. I believe this is a memorabilia. There's some pretty cool memorabilia that can potentially be had in here. I know the last few I got were not pretty, but yeah, there's some nice emblems, emblem autographs, one-of-ones, lots of possibilities. We got Red Berenson, Dunk Wilson, Bobby Clark, Steve Schutt, point. Ooh, that's a tough one. Vsevolod Bobrov, USSR coach. Jim Dory. Joe Daly, who runs a hobby shop in Manitoba to this day. And Alexander Ragulin. Alright. Now, it's nice to hear a lot of these names that don't really get enough representation in the hobby today. Gary Dornhofer. Larry Robinson. Stan Weir. Rod Gilbert, and we have an insert. Great Moments of 1972, Russian Surprise of Vladislav Tretiak. Very nice. Alexander Yakushev, Tom Webster, and Bob McMillan. Now, if you don't know, Vladislav Tretiak was actually drafted by the Montreal Canadiens, and he wanted to actually come to the States and be one of the first Russian-born players to play in the NHL. However, Soviet Union would not let him, so from what I heard, it's one of his big regrets in life is he never got to play in the NHL, so it is sad. However, he did get to be a goalie coach. I believe it was with the Blackhawks back in the early 90s, and he was a coach for Ed Belfour. Gilbert Perreault, Serge Bernier, Dallas Smith, Jack Eggers, point. Gilbert Perreault, Bob Sosinski, Game 8, Moskwa, Paul Henderson, Alexander Yakushev, Canada 6, USSR 5. Very nice. Summit Series was amazing for Canada. Rick Lay. Big moments in sports history for the U.S. people. 1980 Lake Placid Olympics was theirs. 72 Summit Series is the big comparable one for Canada. That's what I believe. I believe this is an autograph. We'll we'll kind of space them out because I believe there's 3 in the box, so we won't wait to the very end with each. Okay, we have Jerry Desjardins, Danny Grant, Don Lever, Rick McLeish, and behind it's the autograph. So we'll get the other bases. Harry Sinden, Poul Popil. Okay, I've never heard of that one. I've heard of a lot. Alexander Maltsev. Point. And our autograph. How is it? Okay. Our autograph is Ron Ellis for Team Canada as part of the 72 Summit Series. I believe he was also a Toronto Maple Leafs player, if I'm not mistaken. Very cool. Nice card. Again, there's definitely worse autographs to get in my opinion, but my opinion means absolutely nothing when it comes to my box break videos. It's all about the opinion of a certain Arthur's Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement. Mr. Irbe, what do you think? We'll just do a quick pause right here. When I did the box break at the time, I didn't realize that the Ron Ellis was actually a short printed Summit Series autograph. So Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement in this case was wrong. He should have given it that seal of approval. That's alright. I believe this is another one. We'll save this one to right before the memorabilia. Gotta leave you with some suspense. What's the fun otherwise, my friends? Alright. Billy Smith, Battlin' Billy Smith. Roy Edwards. Detroit Red Wings goalie. Dave Schultz. Terry O'Reilly. And we have masked men of Cesar Maniago. I just made a post actually on our social media the other day there about which goalies had some of the most unsettling goalie masks. And I always say that Gilles Villemure has one of the creepiest, but Cesar Maniago's definitely an odd one too, but that's still a pretty nice card. Gord Labossiere, Vladimir Shadrin, and Bart Crashley. Talk about an excellent name. Too bad he never played for the Philadelphia Flyers. I believe that's another autograph. We'll save this one to the start of the next stack. So have it here. Don't lose sight of it. Once again, we want to space out the fun here. Eddie Shack, Frank Mavlich, Serge Savard, Walt McKechnie, Point, Red Berenson, Frank Mavlich, Ted Taylor, and Bill White. One thing that never ceases to amaze me about older players or older generation players is even when they were in their 20s, 30s, they look like 20 years older than comparable aged people today. I find that humorous. However, I find a lot of things humorous, so take that as you will. Alright, Gilles Villemure, René Robert, Doug Favell, Don Ari, Point, Gary or Jerry Odrowski, Mike Curran, Brad Park, and Rosel Pemont. Very nice. There's also blank backs potentials to be found in the box here, so there's a possibility I missed some. If that's the case, we might do a quick little recap at the end of the video and take a look at what we might have missed. Alright, we have Noel Picard, Brian Glennie, Gump Worsley, Brian Hextall, Richard Brodeur, young Richard Brodeur. Still looks like a kid in this one. Don Ari, Pete Mavlich, and Larry Lund. Okay, and as I promised, before we start this stack, we'll take care of this autograph. Yeah, because for sure this one is indeed an autograph, because you can see the decoy, but you can see the kind of shinier material in front of it. So what we'll do, we'll get the base in front of it, get the decoy out of the way, and then we'll be excited and surprised by what comes out here. Alright, Mike Antonovich, JP Parise, of course he is related, I believe he's the dad of Zach Parise. Game 2, Canada 4, USSR 1, Tony Esposito and Vladislav Trechak. Jean-Claude Tremblay, Gary Sabarin, Paul Henderson, JP Parise, and How are we? Oh, like this. Okay. So we have autograph of Joe Watson. Joe Watson. And he is a name for the time as well, not a nobody player. I like this product, very nice clean design, hard to sign autographs. ITG, of course they use stickers, but they liked to do their hard sign stuff more often than not. Very nice. Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement. What do you say? He says it's alright. Once again, not a superstar name, because there are some decent ones you can pull from the box here, but it's also not just a 5-game WHA guy, so there's nothing to complain about. Let's continue. I don't know. Maybe another autograph. You know what? We'll save that to the end of this stack if that's the case. If not, or if that's the case, then we ended up with 4 autographs in a box, and that's even better. ITG liked to do that. A lot of their boxes had more hits than expected, versus certain Upper Deck Artifacts products from 2020-21 where half the boxes have no hits, but that's a story for another day. Also a reason why I never opened a box of it. Alright, we have Bill Goldsworthy, Rod Seiling, Alex Delvecchio, Bill Barber, Point, Jerry Cheevers, Cleveland Crusaders WHA. He also helped design their logo, which was pretty cool. Ron Ward, Game 5, Moscow, Vladimir Petrov and Tony Esposito, USSR 5, Canada 4. And Wayne Carlton. Inching ever closer to the end. Wonder what exciting hits await us at the very, very end. Looks like we have 2 more autographs, 1 memorabilia for sure, and there's still potential for even more, but we'll see. Ken Hodge, Dan Bouchard, Norm Ullman, Pat Stapleton, Point, Bobby Clark, Dennis Hull, Bernie Parent, Philadelphia Blazers, not to be mistaken for when he was with the Flyers, and Vladislav Trchak. This is a fun product. It's too bad the ITG stuff are not as easy to find anymore, and with the booming market, everything's getting too expensive. It's taking away some of the fun when even a huge hit now doesn't even make back your money. Silaps Jr., Guy Lafleur, Jim Schoenfeld, Harry Howell, Point, Alton White, Gary Pinder, Bill Hick, and Game 4, USSR 5, Canada 3, Boris Mikhailov and Phil Esposito. Very cool. Okay, we're inching closer to some of those cool, potentially cool hits. We don't know if they're cool yet. Of course not until we open up the pack. Alright, we've got Bob Nystrom, young Bob Nystrom, Nick Libet. Some of these pictures are amazing, I love it. Joe Watson, we got his autograph here today. Wayne Cashman, Point, Gio Graton, Gratuni the Looney, as they used to call him. Wayne Cashman, Valery Karlamov, and Andre Lacroix. Last regular pack, and then 2 more autographs by the looks of it, as well as a final memorabilia. Who could they be of? Phil Meyer, Ron Ellis, got his autograph here today. Tony Esposito, Cesar Maniago, Point, Valery Vasilyev, Gary Veneruzzo, Ted Hampson, and Jack Norris. There's a Jack Norris Jacques Plante game used jersey used by both of them that went for sale recently on the most recent Classic auctions. Beautiful piece of history. I actually got to see it in person once and touch it with my own 2 hands. It's a great piece of hockey history. I wish I had the money to add it to the museum. But, alright. Paul Henderson, Derek Sanderson, Dale Talon, gotta love that haircut, my goodness. It's like half his head is hair. Serge Savard, Lowell McDonald. Guy Lapointe. Got the autograph here. Bobby Schmutz. Get the point out of the way here. And our autograph goes... okay, like this. So autograph of... Jack Eggers. Jack Eggers. Yeah, nice hard signed autograph. Hate to say it, I'm usually quite familiar with names, but Jack Eggers isn't a name that really resonates with me off the top of my head. Still, nice autograph. Oh, Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement. What is your judgment on this card? Nah, Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement doesn't approve. We shall impress for the next 2 packs. Alright. Okay. So we have Game 3. Paul Henderson, Vladislav Tretiak, Canada 4, USSR 4. Les Binkley. I believe he was one of the first goalies in NHL history to wear contact lenses. Gary Bergman, Guy Lapointe, Yvan Cournoyer, Roger Crozier, Denis Herron. Get the point out of the way, and our autograph goes, I think, like this. Okay, so our next autograph is 1972, the year in hockey. Walt McKechnie. Alright, he's again a name. He had a career, not just a nobody. In the grand scheme of things in value, of course, I never refer to a player as a nobody. They all fought hard, played hard to make the NHL. Effort I could never put in. Walt McKechnie. Alright. Irbe's verdict on the McKechnie autograph. That's alright. Again, it's a good name. Not a name I'm jumping out of my chair in excitement for, but not a bad one either. Alright, now on to our memorabilia hit of the box. Who could it be? Okay. So we have 1972 Summit Series MVP, Paul Henderson. Ken Brown. He had his little cat mask with the Oilers back in the day. Bill Goldsworthy. Wayne Rutledge. Rogy Vachon. Jacques Plante. Gary Unger. Ed Westfall, and our memorabilia. Jersey silver. Oh, it's from the side of Rick McLeish. Very smooth material jersey silver, so it's not just the black version. Game used Philadelphia Flyers jersey piece. Okay, alright. Certainly could have been better in my opinion, but let's see what the Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement claims. Oh, Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement, what is your judgment of that Rick McLeish jersey card? It's alright. It's not a no, it's not great, it's not just a black version. Alright, it is time for our box break recap. So we didn't actually end up with any of the blank backs, but we made up for it by actually getting other inserts as well as an additional autograph. So regular inserts that we got in this break are our Great Moments of 1972 Vladislav Tretiak card. Got our Masked Men of Cesar Maniago. In the world of autographs, we ended up with a Walt McKechnie autograph. We ended up with a Jack Eggers autograph. We ended up with a Joe Watson autograph, as well as a Ron Ellis Team Canada autograph. And for our single game used hit, we ended up with a game used jersey silver of Rick McLeish. What does the Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement think about this break? The Irbe Bobblehead of Judgement said the break was okay. Still, 5 decent hits for the price of an ITG box. You can't complain, especially with how the hobby market is nowadays. I enjoyed the break. I'm glad all of you came by to watch another episode of Box Breaks with Bruce. Until next time, my friends, have yourselves an excellent day. Bye-bye.